Hey friends, a few weeks ago you might recall me doing part 1 of this video series in which I went over often overlooked or forgotten K-pop comeback songs by popular groups. These groups are well known for other songs that eclipse other comebacks, and as a result, their otherwise amazing songs never seem to be discussed within the K-pop community or fandom. For this part 2 video, I wanted to showcase another 6 forgotten K-pop comebacks chosen by yours truly. Thanks. But before we get started, please do me the huge favor of hitting those like and subscribe buttons for me. Your support has meant so much to me, and I appreciate every single one of you, even the quiet ones. And now, let's get started with part 2 of this list. Red Velvet fans definitely have their favorites, and the girls easily have a variety of songs that appeal to a wide range of K-pop fans. When it comes to choosing between Red style songs versus the Velvet ones, fans are understandably divided. We have great hits like Red Flavor to appeal to the summer crowd, Peekaboo to capture the quirky yet sadistic crowd, and the major hit Bad Boy in 2018 that was tailored for the mainstream K-pop crowd. Bad Boy is their most viewed music video to date, and the girls even tried to recapture the success with the sequel Really Bad Boy later that year. But the summer of 2018 also saw the hit Power Up, and I don't think that song ever really got the same reception internationally, emphasis on internationally, like their other K-pop comebacks. I'm going to have to dodge bullets for this one, but I personally liked Power Up more than Bad Boy. I know, that's like a sin in the K-pop international fan base. But you know what? I've already been canceled. It's not my first rodeo, honey. Power Up nailed the video game sounds that I personally love. And what's not to love? I was more or less powered up in an 8-bit retro video game style back in the day. I know, did you catch that pun back there? Which meant I could simply enter a code and skip the whole video game and jump to the final boss and win the game. Yes, Red Velvet did that. Winning shows, winning hearts, and most importantly, winning the entire 80s video game genre despite all being born in the 90s. That's what power queens do. Move aside, bitches. Fans of SF9 know that this group went a solid 4 years, I know, right? Without proper recognition, but to be fair, they dabbled in a variety of styles for their comebacks. So, fans of one style didn't always see it reproduced in subsequent songs. This third-generation K-pop group has showcased some of the most versatility for sure, and they did well with some of the styles they attempted. I personally love the European sound of O Sole Mio to the retro song, Mamma Mia to the dark EDM pop song Now or Never. Oh, sole mio, te quiero, non te 가릴 수 없어. 숨이 올래, mamma mia, 너는 아름다워. 반드시 널 내 걸로 만들겠어. 시간이 없어, jealous. But these are just a few of my faves. However, one song that I see no one ever discuss is the R&B-like track Easy Love, which is the first song of theirs I ever downloaded, one that made me a fan. Easy Love kind of reminds you of the classic 2PM and GOT7's If You Do. I'd rather enjoy the song, and I guess you could say I was easy. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm typically an easy lay as far as fans go, but this one resonated with me. Still, they got me from the first verse. Oh my god, maybe I am easy after all. Oh my god, this is awkward. Oh, wait. No, thank god I'm taken. Oh dear god, I sounded like I just had contractions. Damn it, Wonho! I knew that's what you did to me! Your music video just got me all, pregnant!
Like this.
For the longest time, Pentagon was regarded as the K-pop group which was most long overdue for their first win. The group still had hit songs under its belt, from the very popular Shine to the awesome Sha-la-la-la-la-la, and the song that scored them their first win that was so long after the debut, Daisy. The group has tackled a variety of concepts and sounds, making them a truly special group we have here in K-pop. But if you've been a fan of theirs from their pre-Shine era, you would know that they have some older but equally amazing songs in their discography. And one of those is the timeless and remarkable song Like This. I loved... that sounded weird. Let me try that again. Loved... Oh no, hold on. Love. All right, whatever. You get what I mean. Like This back in 2017. Despite my slight gripes with the song that I've divulged already on this channel before, and I'll bring it up again in a future video that I plan to tackle when I'm ready to be canceled again. But yes, it's a wonderful contrast to the booming Pentagon songs out there that showcase their other sides. Whether or not you appreciate them, you have to admit that these guys are the real deal, and sometimes we really have to question if we K-pop fans really deserve them. I think I qualify, but do you, sweetheart? I know the Olympics are going on right now, and honey, you gotta qualify. That's right, you need to be always thinking for the goal, baby. Girls' Generation, the K-pop queens that they are truly a force in this industry. They have solidified their status in the genre with many iconic hits over the years, like their debut, Into the New World, to the groundbreaking hit G, to the other massively successful I Got a Boy. However, with so many hits under the belt, I feel that Hoot now often gets overlooked from the discography. This 2010 retro bop took inspiration from James Bond and was a great hit at the time for the group. It was also a quick promotion that was not tied to a full-length album, so maybe that has something to do with it, but I think this song embodied everything that K-pop could be. Quirky, super fun, and bringing back past musical styles into the modern age. I look forward to this upcoming Girls' Generation reunion for their anniversary so we can be blessed by these concept queens once again. And they can show these groups today how it's done. But thank God my summoning spell finally worked. I have worked so hard to perfect that shit, okay? Let's be real, the apocalypse is coming and I needed the best fighters out there to be ready to cut a bitch. Don't worry, I have still been working so hard on that 21 spell, okay? As a hardcore in spirit, I have had the pleasure of witnessing Infinite's growth over the years, including their first win. They have put out bop after bop and continue to be one of my favorite K-pop groups. Their They're most known for hits like Be Mine, The Chaser, and Bad, but I think that She's Back is probably one of the most forgotten of all their title tracks. This 80s inspired track will rickroll you back into the halcyon days of yesterdecade. And when a K-pop song can accomplish that, then I say it's truly something special. I miss them dearly and look forward to a future reunion so they can also show K-pop fans how they set the standard for synchronized K-pop choreography. The possibilities are infinite with them. I know. I have a really hard time avoiding puns around here. I just can't help it. I could argue that Dreamcatcher's entire discography deserves praise from the K-pop community, but I've already done that a lot on this channel, alright? And I'm tired. It's hard being a die-hard Insomnia member, okay? And it's even harder because it's clear they're not getting the much-deserved first win they should have gotten back during their debut. Dreamcatcher definitely does have their loyal fans like me, yay, and a solid niche in the K-pop community. It seems that they keep gaining more and more ground with each comeback, and the newer fans seem to gravitate to their more recent ones, as evidenced by the music video view counts. But I digress.
Please settle one to scream. Double R's. 요즘 그게 Boca. Where is the love? 숨은 비밀을 봐 오달. 더 깊이 빠져들어봐.
If I had to pick between their most underrated songs of Fly High, What, and You and I, in my opinion, I'd highlight Fly High for this video. It's the oldest song of the three and was a good contrast to their debut and follow-up song. It has that fun anime vibe. Well, all their songs get the anime vibe, but this is like the happy fun anime that won't result in a gruesome headbanger death. Fly High is fun, but not to be confused with like super fun. It's just like the hardcore heavy with rock elements because we're all like dudes and shit. Yeah, give me a beer. Do you see how I just go back and forth between all these voices? This is what goes on in my head. And anyways, concludes their first trilogy of songs. These dark anime princesses slay every time and again. And I could have just given you a playlist to the discography, but that's like cheating, you know? Kind of like how they've been cheated out on their first win. Yeah, I said it. I may be weathered, but the candles are lit for this crucifixion. And it's right back there nestled in that K-pop vault that's dusty as fuck. Hey, that's it for part 2 today, friends. Thank you all so much for watching. As mentioned, this is a video series after all, and I plan to do a part 3 someday down the road. Comment below on groups you'd like to see discussed. Hope you all enjoyed this video and found it interesting. Please be sure to hit those subscribe and like buttons for me. And while you're here, check out many more of my videos and see you next time.